Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 4. I wanted to do another video introduction. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a video. So I wanted to give a brief overview of this week and get you oriented, and also just add that human component to our asynchronous class. I also want to say thanks to those of you that have been coming to office hours. If you have any questions or you just want to come say hi and introduce yourself, I'm here every week, and the link is available on Canvas on the home page. So if you want to come by and ask any questions or just say hi and put a name with a face, I'd love to meet you. And so this week, just a brief introduction, we're going to be first looking at, there's a presentation on Canvas that's talking about the specific effects on Earth from climate change. So the NASA website that you looked at last week gave you a brief introduction to some of those effects that are happening, such as glaciers melting or ocean acidification. And this week, we're going to go more in depth into the science of that. So that's the first part, is a presentation about the specific effects on Earth from climate change. And included in that is a study that I participated in Alaska. And you'll get to look at there's the pictures of the location and our equipment, and also a video that's a great overview of our project. So that is, I worked on that, I think 15 years ago, so it's been a long time, but that project is ongoing. And then the second part of this week, you're going to be researching a current event in climate change. So there's always new information coming out, new ways that the Earth is being affected. You know, last summer, all of the wildfires would be one thing that you might be interested in studying. But, you know, this is a global situation, so you could study any country or part of the world and how that area is being affected by climate change. And so you're going to be researching that and posting it to the discussion so that other students can learn about climate change through you. And so you're going to be commenting on 5 other students' posts by next Wednesday to kind of learn about some of the other effects of climate change. Please don't study one that you did yourself. So try to find new ones to learn about. And then the last part of this week is a solutions assignment. So there's an awesome group of scientists that got together and formed a project called Project Drawdown. And what that is drawdown is the idea that we can remove and decrease the amount of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, draw them down. And so about 5 years ago, a group of scientists came together and said, we don't actually have the data for what solutions to climate change are the most effective. And so they actually took, I think, 100 total different solutions to climate change, and they crunched the numbers and figured out how much carbon dioxide or methane can be reduced, or CFCs or nitrous oxide, how much of those can be reduced by different actions, and whether it's a mitigation, reducing that gas being produced in the first place, or an adaptation. So they took all these different solutions and they crunched the numbers and produced an excellent book and website with that data. And so this week you're going to be looking at a quiz that's related to, it's from that website, and you'll be ranking what you think are the most impactful solutions, and then learning about which ones are actually the most impactful solutions, and kind of analyzing and reflecting on those solutions. And then lastly, this week you will have quiz 2, and there's a study guide posted for that. I added a little bit more detail to the study guide for you so that you are ready to go. One last reminder, if you leave Canvas during the quiz, it gets logged in the quiz log, and that is a form of academic dishonesty. So in the realm of COVID, we're not doing quizzes together, we're doing everything online. So I ask that you all don't leave Canvas while you're taking your quiz. So why do I want you to know this information? It's not about memorizing and spitting things out. It's about each week we're building on vocabulary, we're building on knowledge. Science is like that, where it's a progressive discipline where you're learning materials and you're adding to it and you're adding to it. So if you all don't learn, for instance, the definition or what is meant by adaptation. That's going to be with us until the very end of the semester. So it's important to understand and learn, not memorize, learn these vocabulary and these concepts. So that's another place where office hours comes in. If you're having a hard time with, I really don't get the difference between mitigation and adaptation, and I'm not totally sure what drawdown is, or going back to week one, oh, let's see, I'm not totally sure what, oh, I can't even remember what we did week one, but basically everything that we do, we're building. So maybe you're still not sure what interdisciplinary is. So that's from week one. Um, and that's something that may come back later. So that's where that's where the quizzes are just a way to help you all be accountable that you're learning the material. Okay. So please come by if you have any questions. The quizzes are not there to bring stress to you, but as a way to encourage you to continue to study and learn material over the week. Okay. So I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you soon.